Hi everybody, how you doing today? Yeah, I know it's going to take a few seconds before the broadcast actually starts. Thank you for waiting. And hello to all of you. I hope nobody's in Texas and who's in Texas is safe, because there's a big concern for everybody there. Bonjour, Tipunette. So today we are supposed to do earrings. And why I thought of doing the earrings today this way is because, and I'll actually do a bigger tutorial on this. Bonsoir Cécile, bonjour Dominique. Because when I did last Sunday, the one with the canes that were kind of illusion 3D thing, there were quite a few people who did not know what to do with them except do them exactly the way I did them. And I wanted to show you how to combine various designs and various, whatever they are, canes, satin slice, you name it, in one single piece. So, as I said in the recommended, have black and white, and also two colors that wouldn't be complementary. I chose, I know they look horrible together, don't they? I chose the, oh, what is this? The jade, I think it is, and the cinnamon from Soufflé, and my black and white. Good afternoon, Lawrence. Bonjour et bonsoir à tout le monde. So the first thing that, because I intend to finish these earrings before the 1 hour and a half is over. Let me say that really quick in French. Donc, j'ai décidé de faire les boucles d'oreilles de cette façon parce que le dimanche passé, après que j'ai fait ces cannes, il y avait des personnes qui ne savaient pas quoi faire avec elles hors des petits rondelles que j'ai montrées. Alors, j'ai décidé de faire quelque chose pour montrer comment on peut mélanger des diverses techniques dans la même pièce. So, before doing anything else, let's prepare our bails, because we are going to embed the bails in the earrings. As I said, have some 20, 22, 20, even 24 wire ready. And let's cut a couple pieces of them. Hello, bonjour, bonsoir. Hi, everybody who's coming later. So let's do about, make sure that they are both the same. We don't need a lot. So let's cut about this much, and I'll move the mouse here in a minute so you can see better what I'm doing. Okay. There we go. So we have these two small pieces of wire. What we are going to do, get your needle nose, position them right in the middle, and then let me make sure that you see what I'm doing. Okay, so position them right in the middle, and then fold. So you'll have this. Now hold on each side, hold on the fold, and then on each side, I'm trying to see and make you see too. And on each side, do a small rotation. What happens whenever you put wire in the polymer clay, if it's straight, it will come off. So you need to make a little bit of something that it will hold on to. Oui, mais je parle pas assez d'espagnol pour faire ça. Let me tell you something. I know that there's a lot of discussion and a lot of people don't like that I do my lives in both languages, English and French. The thing is that I go by my analytics. And when my analytics show that I have 70% of the people who are in the live broadcast French speakers, I think it's only a matter of being polite, especially knowing that some of them do not understand English. If I know French, why not give some explanations in French too? Because we are a community and my goal is not to be famous, is not to be liked. My goal is to share my knowledge to people. And if by speaking French as well, I make more people understand what I have to share, then by golly, I'm gonna speak French as well. And if you don't like it, move to other channel. Sorry. I'm sorry, but I just had enough of all these critics. You know, these people who don't have anything to criticize, so they decide to troll. So we have these, okay? Put them to the side. Let's get rid of the pliers. And then let's do the first part of our cane. We'll do actually two canes, not two canes, one cane and the Mokume Gane. So I got the black and the white. They are both on the thickest setting. And you know me and my little square cutter. I'm going to cut one piece of black. And then I'm going to cut. Always make sure that you wipe your cutter after you cut black, because it's going to be some stuff left over. Then I'm going to cut a piece of white. And then I'm going to get me another piece of wax paper. So I have a piece of white and a piece of black. And we are going to do a very simple line cane. I'm sure most of you are familiar with it, but for the ones of you who are not, they are going to be doing it for the first time. Donc, pour la première, je vais faire une canne et ensuite je vais faire du Mokume Gane. Mais la première sera une canne en ligne. Pas tout le monde sait comment faire ça. C'est une des plus simple des cannes de pâte polymère. So you have to make sure that they are both the same thickness. Thank you, Kalek do Coco. And then you just place them one on top of the other. Make sure that you align them properly. I know that a lot of people are complaining, oh yeah, I saw that lady and she makes such beautiful line canes. Mine never come like that. It just takes a little bit of experience. Mine don't come always perfect either. And it's it also depends on how warm your fingers are, because sometimes sometimes if your fingers are very warm, you might deform the clay. Now cut it in half because we don't need more than this for a pair of earrings. Cut it in half and then place them one on top of the other. Again, careful how you stack them to align them properly. And then again, cut it in half. And stack them. At this point, you can just place them like this to make sure that you've stacked them. Make sure that you don't press too much on one side compared to the other. All you need to press is to be sure that they are well stuck. Donc, faites attention et ne mettez pas plus de force dans un coin plus que de l'autre. Tout ce que vous avez besoin, c'est de les presser justement pour qu'ils collent. C'est tout. So we have this, and now I'm going to try to do them one more time. Hello, Anastasia. And try to do it right in the middle. It's going to be a little hard for me. I need to move here so I can see what I'm doing. And there we go. And as I said, it's much easier at this point. It's much easier to just place it on the table. And this will be part of the earrings. You'll say, yes, but they are it's so uneven. Well, one of the secrets to make everything even is to shave the same way as you would in a mica chip cane, for example. And now let's get our black. Now you're talking about the big contest Sergeant Guimauve has. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody who's just came in. Oh yeah, and I'm using all souffle here because for me it's easier with souffle to make canes than with anything else. Now let me show you a secret how to make your to get rid of these without having to trim. You just fold them in because you're going to fold in two anyway. But instead of folding like this and still having jagged edges, fold it like this, go with it through the pasta machine. Now do the same, fold it one more time because there's a little hole here. And now do the same the other way. Oh yeah, I should have conditioned this clay a little bit better, but oh well, I was busy. I was making foam malachite. Okay, so from this we'll do the earrings. What in the world? And at this point, it would be a good idea to use a cutter, depending on what shape you want your earrings. I'm going to go with a little bit bigger earrings to make a statement. Donc, maintenant, je vais utiliser une emporte-forme. Ça dépend quelle forme vous voulez pour vos boucles d'oreilles. Moi, je vais utiliser un carré et je vais faire les boucles d'oreilles comme ça. So, I'm going to cut only one because the other part will be the cane. It's okay, as I said, it's okay if it's not even. I'm going to cut the square from it. And as usual, I'm lifting the outside to have nice and clear edges. And then in order to make it nice and prim, I didn't cut well here. In order to make it nice and prim, I'm going to stick it to the working tile. Merci, merci pour les pouces bleus. So, maintenant je vais... oh, Cécile, comment est-ce que dit shaving? Pour niveler cette pâte. Donc, j'ai celle-ci. Et vous savez, moi, j'utilise mes pouces. So I'm using my thumbs to get the height. And I'm going to just move here, but you need to make sure that your piece is well stuck to the table. So get your sizing, move here. And I'm doing this with the rigid blade that might need a little bit of cleaning. Let me move this back the other way. No, that was not a very good idea to do it like this. Hold on a second, I need to clean my blade because it sticks. Qu'est-ce que c'est que de pelle? Okay, it still slides. I think my blades need sharpening. Ah, je vois. And just to make sure that I have all of it properly, I'm gonna place it the other way. Bonsoir, bonjour, hello to everybody who came in after I said that last time. There we go. Yeah, just this end. And you can keep these shavings for something else, you know. No, make sure that it's... Je fais des boucles d'oreilles pour montrer comment on peut mélanger plusieurs techniques dans une seule pièce. Donc, j'ai fait une canne ligne. J'ai fait des accrochettes pour les boucles d'oreilles. So for everybody who came later, I am oh goodness, I'm sorry, Soil. I am doing a pair of earrings to show how to mix more than one technique or more than one cane on the same piece. So I made a line cane, and these are little bails that I made for the earrings, and they have these little hooks so they wouldn't come out of the clay. Now I'm going to cut this in a diagonal. And now we have two earrings that have two different going stripe cane. If you think that your stripe cane needs your pieces in general need a little bit of leveling, when you do the leveling, go like this in the direction of the stripes. I'm always using the wax paper so the clay won't lift off. Stick to my roller and lift off. And yes, you can do this because we are going to cut this again. But by doing this, you kind of make sure that your piece will be nice and level. And now we can, oops, I didn't have now we, that's okay because I'm going to cover this up. It's a good idea to always check the papers. But it's okay, I'm going to cover this up anyway. And use your cutter to cut one more time. Merci, Cécile. Yeah, because if you don't follow the direction of the lines, you're going to deform them. And they won't be straight anymore. Now let's grab the little bails, if I can find what I did with the other one. I lost my bail. I lost my bail. This was right here. Oh, there it is. Okay, so grab the bail, and let me get this close up. a little. So make sure that the bail is straight like this, that it's perfectly flat. And then place it at the very tip. And now remember I said have some tiles ready. Because that's what's going to happen. As I said, I got these from Lowe's, I think it was. So any home improvement store, even Walmart, I think, has them. Vous pouvez trouver ça dans n'importe quel magasin de bricolage. So use just regular scrap paper because you don't want shine on the back of your stuff. Bonsoir, scrap deco. And then gently peel them off and place them here. Cover with the other piece of paper. And then cover with the other tile. And that way they are sandwiched and they will not start curling. Okay, I'm going to put this in the oven and I'll be right back to do the Mokume Gane part. Okay. Okay, Dominique. So what I'm going to show you next, it's actually not new at all. And I wanted to say, you know, it kind of cracks me up when I see people, they just discovered polymer clay and then they find one or two artists who have a polymer clay tutorial, and for some reason they are convinced that that artist invented that technique. Most of the techniques that you see nowadays date since the 80s. And they were the big names in the polymer clay art that have invented them. And as I said before, I have on my, I have started on my blog a little history of polymer clay. If you're interested with who invented for the first time the Mokume Gane, who invented the, of course, most of you know about Judith Skinner. Oui, pendant la cuisson. On met les feuilles entre les plates de faïence pour qu'ils ne se déforment pas pendant la cuisson parce que la plupart du temps, les feuilles qui sont à la plus grosse épaisseur ou moins, quand on les cuit, elles commencent à se déformer, les côtes, les bords commencent à se soulever. Et pour avoir un parfaitement plat résultat, on peut utiliser ce truc. So yeah, you use that thing with the tiles because pretty much anything polymer clay that's at the thickest setting on the pasta machine or thinner, whenever you bake it, the edges have the tendency to lift up. And in order to try to make that not happen, if you sandwich them between tiles, then they won't lift up. Okay. Now I have the black and the white. And then the cinnamon. And then the jade. Donc, utilisez quelle couleur vous avez, ça n'importe pas. Mais comme j'ai dit, n'utilisez pas des couleurs qui sont complémentaires. Donc, pas de jaune et violet, orange et bleu ou rouge et vert. So as I said, use your colors. It doesn't matter what colors they are as long as they are not complementary. So no red and green, purple and yellow, or orange and blue. Because you will not obtain the proper effects. So to be very honest, I forgot which of the great artists actually invented this thing. So, everybody's back? Soufflé, yes, soufflé. The white, the black, cinnamon, and the jade. So again, I'm going to use my cutter. Why did I do that? Because I don't need perfect edges. I don't know. So everything seems like a normal Mokume Gane up to now, right? So let's see. I'm going to position. Let me see which of them would look the best. No, it's not turquoise. There is no turquoise in soufflé. And my camera does a little bit of color shift on certain blues and greens. I don't know why. I tried to fix it, but let me see if I turn the colors up a little bit, maybe it will show you the better. Now you see it's not blue, it's not turquoise. I'll show you turquoise. You'll see the difference. See, this is the Primo turquoise. There is a difference. Yeah, it is jade. It's soufflé jade. But The Fimo turquoise is, in my opinion, a better shade of turquoise. I only have a little piece. That's the Fimo Professional. See, it looks way better, way more turquoise-ish. But yeah, it is the jade. And I have a whole bunch of black on my fingers. Parce qu'elles vont faire du marron, cette couleur de la pâte Burke, c'est la couleur que tu obtiens quand tu mélanges des couleurs complémentaires. And actually, it's a combination that looks pretty nice. I think I still have here. I had the Mokume Gane piece made, but with different. Give me just a second. Let me see. Oh yeah, I still have it. But if you use these ones and you add, I mean, any turquoise-ish, jadish with warm brown, and if you add some very light yellow, it gives you absolutely gorgeous. Let me get this close up. See the effects. Non, c'est seulement pour ça. So the reason why you shouldn't use complementary colors, because that's how you get that muddy brown. That's the color of scrap clay. This one. This is the color of scrap clay that you usually get when you mix complementary colors. So this we are going to treat exactly like a regular stack for Mokume Gane. So I'm going to thin it out a little bit and then get it through the pasta machine on thickest setting. Oh, sur quoi? Est-ce que c'est possible que Seamus connaît plus que Connor? And yes, I'm still working on that color theory thing, but I had so much stuff going on with doctor's appointments and stuff, and my fatigue that keeps me falling asleep all the time, that it's like I don't manage to do everything that I want to. So as usual, position them. Make sure you have the same colors on top. And then again, flatten them some more. Then go with them through the pasta machine on the thickest setting. And we'll do that, let me see. Oh, yeah, 2 more times, probably. And this should be enough for what we want to do. With Mokume Gane, a lot of times more is less. So you want not to make too many pokes, not to go too many times with the clay through the pasta machine, because you might not get the effect you're looking for anymore. Now, this is the trick that I was going to show you. Grab a few pieces, small pieces, couple pieces of each of the colors you're using in the Mokume Gane. And then pass the colors through the thinnest setting on the pasta machine to make a little bit of a sheet. You don't need a lot, just a little bit. I think that this is called the bullseye target Mokume Gane. It involves circles. Well, yeah, if you don't want to have to trim all the time, I mean, there'll be still one on top of the other. You might lack a layer or two. That is just for economy. You kind of try to cover, you know. And I'll stack this one more time and you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, so I'll stack this one more time. Because see, this way I don't have to trim and throw away anything. You can actually get this little piece. See, I have this little piece here. I'm going to just place it right in the middle. And now flatten it just a little bit. Make little beads out of this. Out of all those little pieces you got from the original colors. And wrap each of the little beads in successive colors until you get all the colors. Donc, envelopper chaque petite perle dans les couleurs en alternant les couleurs. Vous n'avez pas besoin de tous les perles. J'ai fait un peu trop. I made a little bit too many. Essentially, at least one of each. And don't use the one that the bead is made of. N'utilisez pas la couleur que la perle est, qui est dans le centre de cette petite concoction. Or you may or not. Usually it comes up better if you don't. Oui, mais on n'a pas de discussion sur les jardins, sur les recettes. Oh, before I forget, for people in the US, because the international would cost too much to ship, one of my subscribers is doing one of those Heart for Hopes things, and they make jewelry, and the sale of it goes to fund children cancer awareness and research. So if you have any kind of beads that are, wait, Tiponet, any kind of beads that you have extra, or any pieces of jewelry that you can donate, I'll post. I still wait for her response on what she wants me to post, her email or her Facebook page, so you know where to send stuff. Si possible, si vous n'oubliez pas quelle couleur ça a été, comme moi, j'ai complètement oublié ce que j'ai dans le milieu. Donc, je vais mettre des couleurs. Okay, let's call it a day. Now, roll them a little bit to make sure that all the clay is well stuck. Now you have your sheet. You can actually pull on it a little bit to extend it some more. I'm gonna place your beads on the sheet. And then press around the beads. And you do exactly like for a... It depends how big is your sheet, pretty much. If you want, you can add a few pokes, you know, just for more effect. But not a lot of stuff. As I said, the main thing is... Yeah, c'est pas moi qui l'ai inventé. C'est ce que je disais il y a quelques minutes, que je trouve ça amusant comme les gens, ils ont découvert la pâte polymère il y a quelques semaines. Et ensuite, ils trouvent un artiste sur YouTube qui fait des tutos. Et ils sont convaincus que c'est cet artiste qui a inventé cette technique. Et cette technique existe depuis 1980. This is one, c'est une de ces techniques, c'est très, 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 très ancienne. Okay, so now we are pretty much done. So we can start doing some cutting. It's more of a cutting than a shaving. Let me see which of them would work the best. I don't know. Oh, c'est ok. Tu sais que je ne vois pas le chat tout le temps. Yeah, I think that the rigid blade is better for me at least. Not this one. And definitely take it off the... Yeah, this is not a good thing. I'm sorry. Let me do this again. Much better. Ah, tu ne dois pas nécessairement faire les faire de la même couleur. Mais vous voyez l'effet. Je crois que je suis allée une fois trop dans la map. I think I went one too many times in the pasta machine. I would have liked these lines to be a little bit more spaced. But they will get elongated when... But see all the nice effects it makes. And again, I'm usually doing this on a much larger scale than I would normally do it when I work for myself. So hold on, the oven dings, so I'm going to go get the stuff. Yeah. What? What is it? Really? You're not kidding? Are you sure? Oh my goodness. Okay. Now let's choose what we want to keep from here for this pair of earrings. And the rest can go on a sheet for later use. So, not this. I think I'm going to use this. Seems this or this. Yeah, I like this one better. See what I was saying? I wish my lines were like this distance, not so close. So I went one too many times in the pasta machine. Ce que je disais, c'est que j'ai dit, n'allez pas trop de fois dans la map. Et je suis allé un peu trop dans la map. Ces lignes ne devaient pas être si serrées. Donc, je vais mettre ça à côté pour un autre ton. Et je vais utiliser ceci. Donc, je vais le mettre dans la machine la plus épaisse. Et vous voyez, ça donne un effet de... Comment est-ce que tu sais? It gives an effect of peacock feather. See, this did not go too well. It comes off. It's okay if these come off because they are not covered by anything. You just wanted to place them properly. They will be covered by this piece of clay. But you didn't want them to sit on top of this because they would have deformed this other clay. No, I actually got a new internet, so now I have like, instead of 10 megabytes per second, I have 100 megabytes per second. So I'm able to broadcast in a better quality. Donc, on a mis ça, même s'il ne reste pas maintenant là-bas, mais on les a mis parce qu'on ne veut pas qu'elles sont trop élevées parce que ça déformera la pâte qu'on met au-dessus. So let's cut this. Actually, I'm going to do actually, I think I need a cutter. This is not good. I need a round cutter. So it depends on what shape you've chosen for these earrings. Depends a lot. So let's see, if I put something here like this would be too big. This would be pretty much the required size. Oh, I am glad. I really am glad. No, it might be that Google Hangouts has a better day. Because a lot of times it's not me, it's YouTube. Sometimes it changes the quality of my videos. And the weird part is that it doesn't look very good when you watch them streamed, but if I download them back from YouTube, they look fine again. Now make sure that you line it prettily here. See how you push a little bit. Here we go. Ah oui, j'ai vu ça. Ils ont arrêté les annotations. Les annotations étaient très, très utiles, mais parce qu'on ne peut pas les voir sur un téléphone. Donc, so there you go. Combining two different techniques. So when talking about the cane that I showed you last time, for example, you can place the cane instead of these stripes and then use something else here, like another Mokume Gane or a mica shift or even a sudden slice, something. So, ce que je disais, c'est qu'on peut mélanger les techniques, par exemple, avec la canne que je vous ai montré la dimanche passé. Vous pouvez utiliser cette canne au lieu de la canne ligne. Et ensuite, utiliser ici n'importe quoi, un autre Mokume Gane ou un mica shift ou le satin slice ou n'importe quoi. And all we need to do right now is to bake. And then because, see, on this kind of stuff, you don't usually use varnish. Of course, you can, but they look much better unvarnished, this kind of pieces. Tu as fait une, Kiponette? Oui, oui. Et c'est là que je suis sûre que ça sera joli. You can put a cabochon in the middle here. You can put a glass bead. You can put just another color, you know, let's say just a blue or that cinnamon, and do a dangly. So there are so many ways that you can combine stuff that it's unreal. Oui, je trouve que c'est mieux sans vernis. Je trouve que c'est un meilleur aspect si on n'utilise pas de vernis sur ce type de pièces. J'ai dit, vous pouvez mettre une autre couleur, seulement une couleur par exemple, ou un cabochon de quelque chose, ou faites une petite chaîne avec une perle. Mais c'est tout. C'est comme on peut faire des très jolies boucles d'oreilles. Vous pouvez mettre un autre ici pour qu'il a deux faces. So we are pretty much done. I told you I will be short today. What I'm going to do, because I know that, oh, let me bring the beads. Hold on a second. Let me bring the beads. I posted some photos on my blog, but let me bring the beads. Remember, I told you that the lace and bubbles cane are very nice to, oops, okay, something fell. The lace and bubble canes are very nice to cover beads with. So let me show you examples. These are made with the lace cane. Let me get it close up. That I made a kind of eye-cat cane beads underneath with purple and green jade and white. And then I placed the lace slice and then some translucent flowers. And then let me show you the bubbles cane. On the same type of bead with the same type of flower. What I told you, they are very spectacular when covering beads with them. And you can get all kinds of special effects. So this is the same thing, eye-cat, purple and white and jade green with the Bible slice and then some little flowers on translucent. Now I can get this back. Ça, c'est du dernier tuto que j'ai eu il y a 2 jours avec les cannes dentelle et bubbles. How do you translate bubbles? Et je vais faire encore une canne et ensuite on va faire un bijou. So I have to show you one more cane and then we will make a piece of jewelry. So hopefully I'll post that other cane tomorrow, but as usual, it all depends on, because I need to call my doctor, so I don't know if I'm going to have to go there tomorrow or Tuesday or whatever, but definitely it will be either tomorrow or Tuesday that I'll post the cane, and it's going probably to be a flower, a transparent flower. And then we will make a piece using the lace cane, the bubble cane, and the cane that I will show you. Bulle. La canne bulle. And I will show you in the piece actually a variation of the bubble cane that gives even more the well, yes, these are from my tutorial. I posted 2 days ago or yesterday. How you can make it look more like depth, more like a hole, more three-dimensional. Oh yes, they are very, very versatile. You can make all kinds of things with it. And the lace cane, don't dismiss it. I know it looks very simple, but it can be made in a whole bunch of variants. And I will show you after that, after this next one, another one that's with translucent and is a combination of the grid with the, if you remember the grid cane, the one that I made with gold, translucent and gold with the bracelet with gold foil underneath. It will be a combination of the grid, of the lace, and of translucent flowers. And I'm sure you will like that too. We'll make it in a Asian, Japanese, more like style piece of jewelry. So, I hope you enjoyed. Ah oui, oui, et tu peux obtenir de l'effet de glace très, très légèrement. Et aussi, si tu ne vernis pas, tu auras un complètement autre effet. Mais toujours de verre, un effet de verre. So, yeah, and it was funny because sometimes there's a little while ago somebody said you need to slow down because you're gonna run out of ideas. And I said, well, that's going to be a long time before I run out of ideas. So, anybody has any questions? Because for once I finished fast. Huh, no 2 hours. You're most welcome. And that was the intention of this one, was to show you how many things you can combine and how you can combine them, so you can make a combination in the basic sheet of the piece. You could have made the whole piece in one, but then combine two techniques here. You can combine 3 different techniques in the base, and then, so the whole idea is that everything that I am showing you, my purpose is to lead towards your creative, to help your creative thinking to get outside of the box. Yeah, no, it's going to take a long time before I run out of ideas. Every Sunday at 2 p.m. Central Daylight Time, Rosalind. Bonne nuit, Régine. So, if nobody else has any more questions, I'm going to finish it here because I've been sitting still for over an hour, and that kind of hurts me sometimes. And thank you very much for being here. Merci beaucoup pour être avec moi aujourd'hui et pour participer à mon live. And I'm looking forward to see you next Sunday. Thank you. Je vais vous voir le prochain dimanche. Thank you, and have a wonderful remaining of the day, evening, where you are. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. Have a great one. See you next Sunday. Good night.